That's crazy. Go after this lady. It's old lady. Stupid flies. Let's pack that just in case I need it.
Thornbridge Manor. The Carlisle family.
There you go. I never know.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlisle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47. A famous private...
How's everything coming along? Elaine?
Very well, Mr. Fernsby.
Make sure you focus on your work.
I will.
I don't need Uncle Ray crying in the kitchen. So watch yourself around here, Mr. Ah, you must be Mr. Whitmer. Madam Carlyle has asked me to be of assistance to you. I trust you've had a good look around. Are you ready to see the crime scene now?
I am.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
Don't question why I came from upstairs. Don't mind me while I take out my knife.
I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you
Greetings, sir.
that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlyle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found.
That should be good.
His room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've
She wouldn't accept anything.
prepared some information
So
for
I'll
you.
make sure to tell her.
So please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room. To my right.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this. Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
Take care of this old man here.
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47. Zachary was shopping for New Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal.
A hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside. A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Don't leave one more maid crying in the kitchen.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only person here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi.
How come you don't have an alibi?
I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
So how does one
Fernsby?
solve a murder mystery,
You have enough
47?
evidence to present
Motive,
your case for
means, and
Madame
opportunity,
No,
I
not
believe.
yet.
May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
Yeah, I have everything.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
I have everything and more.
Don't get any kind of explanation. Bloody rude, that's what it is. Making us come here to play funeral and then show up like nothing's the least bit strange.
Gregory Carlyle.
You're giving me
Can
a
you
bit of
tell me where
anxiety,
you were
sir.
yesterday evening?
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't.
Buddy,
Fair.
you ever hear of trash cans?
Don't get your knickers all twisted.
I'm telling you, she's not fit to be in charge anymore.
Emmer Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Is that all?
Obviously.
Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Is that all?
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle. But who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger ball. He's better off dead.
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Anything else you want to know?
Yeah, how much?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did...
Confirm.
did get a feeling...
Whoa!
Hey!
Go, Madam Page.
Confirm. Get me out of here.
Get a feeling feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone.
Alright, for real this time. I'm not just gonna murder every single person I come
Feeling that
across.
Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
Hey, back here. I have one question.
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing really. I'm just enjoying the show. Oh. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
Get back here.
Rebecca Carlyle, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 8:45. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room. And went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she...
Sir,
On top of things,
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
But I do have
On top of things?
everything already. Let me just play it. Hey, so good.
That is the door to Mr. Fernsby's office.
Very interesting. I didn't know that he had an office. What are you for?
Zachary's diary. This is big. He was about to confess to the world that he and Alexa murdered their older brother Montgomery 46 years ago. And apparently, Mr. Fernsby helped make the murder look like an accident. And 47, the handwriting doesn't match the suicide letter in his room, proving he didn't write it himself. Mr. Fernsby clearly didn't commit the murder, but I think you have enough evidence to convince Madame Carlyle he did. Maybe you should tell him you are ready to present your findings.
Where did he
Unless, of course, you want to do some more detecting, 47?
never come over. Give you some tips.
I'm quite happy here, thanks.
Looking good today, sir.
Where did he go? I need to find him so I can convince Madame Carlyle. That sadly, I was right, but he wasn't.
Don't say more to that weird detective than you need to.
I was just having a laugh, dear. Must
Hello,
admit,
sir.
He's pretty good.
What if he believes we have something to do with Zachary?
Yo, Ant, what's up? Relax, man. I said I'd get you money. It's just going to take a little longer.
Beautiful Charlotte. Oh,
I should
hey, so
thank
I...
Rebecca.
There she is, right now. Get under here, but I gotta go to the living room. I don't know where the butler is. Are you butler guy? No, you're security guy number 44.
That is the door to Rebecca's room.
I'll lock it down. I don't feel like you're not a butler, you're a butler, but you're not a butler. Are you him?
Can't you just relax for a minute?
And that solicitor upstairs. Why do you think...
Right, yeah.
Sorry.
That door leads to Emma and Gregory's room.
Here. But, huh? Someone was... What? Someone is in here. I swear someone was in.
Patrick token to Madame Carlisle's daughter.
Rebecca?
Make sure she didn't see this is creepy.
You always led by example rather than by words and meaningless gestures.
I don't want to go in there. Good. There.
I'm ready to present my conclusion to Madame Carlyle.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
Sir. Strange. What a brute.
Jeez.
Is that those bloody kids messing around again?
Ah, bugger. This is Madame Carlisle's office. Please step inside.
Your detective skills have gained you access to the Lion's Den, 47. Now, go claim your reward.
So, Mr. Whitmer, you've reached a conclusion. Take a seat. Please, go ahead.
The butler, Mr. Fernsby killed Zachary.
Fernsby? Oh, you've got that wrong. He would never do such a thing. He is the most loyal man I have ever met.
I found pills in his office that matches the poison that killed your brother. Furthermore, I found Zachary's notebook, half burned, in Mr. Fernsby's fireplace. It showed that Zachary intended to publish a written confession to a murder the two of you committed nearly 50 years ago. The murder of your older brother, Montgomery.
That's outrageous. We did no such thing.
No need to feign innocence. I know a killer when I see one, and my discretion is assured. The papers also described how Mr. Fernsby helped you stage the murder of Montgomery as an accident. I believe he killed Zachary not to be exposed as an accomplice to murder.
Sweet Fernsby. You are wrong, Mr. Whitmer. He did not do it to protect himself. He did it to protect the Carlyle legacy. Mr. Fernsby, like myself, understands that sacrifices must be made to secure stability and prosperity. Mr. Whitmer, I'd appreciate it if your findings never leave this room. I understand Fernsby's actions, and there is no need for them to have more consequences than they already have. Fernsby was very fond of Zachary, and I am sure his decision will haunt him to the day he dies. About your reward, have you considered an amount?
I want the file you have on Arthur Edwards.
Arthur Edwards, the Constant. But that must mean you're... Oh. I expected you'd show up. But you're not here to kill me. If you were, you would have already. The enemy of my enemy, I suppose. You can have it. You earned it. Where are you going? Right. Where were we?
Peculiar
Please
icons
remain
above the
seated.
safe.
Thank
I
you.
wonder if there might be
Now,
some sort of a
where were we?
code. Maybe have a look around the office, 47.
I don't want to remain seated. I just want to stand up.
The file you want is in the safe. Good hunting.
Greetings, sir.
I need some privacy.
But it's obviously not good.
Thank you.
Good work, 47. That's the file on Arthur Edwards secured. Time to take care of Madame Carlyle.
Yes, time to take care.
Mission complete. Well done, 47.
Hey! 0-2 out! Engage! See, I see. Target took one.
I'm good for this.
Got no eyes on Tango. Flush him out. Get a new visual, Assassin 1. He's not here. Anyone got a visual on Tango?
Trying to kill me!
Balcony is all clear. Over.
Where the hell did he go?
Oh! Move in! Find the shooter! Sure thing.
What? Someone radio into command.
Get the IFAC. Werewolf is down. Heads down.
No,
Regroup.
you can't
Regroup.
have the iPad, 'cause Mom said it's my turn on the
I
iPad.
need co-
I could have done that better.
Don't!
Shut up. I'm out of here, baby.
Hello, sir.
Now I need to figure out how to get out of here. Your boss is dead. Okay, bye. I blamed everything on you, by the way. Okay, bye. Figure out that it's actually me. It was wrong.
'47. They're everywhere. Go, get out! It's the Constantine. Shit!
Apex Predator. Exactly. I feel the same way.
Hey!
Yeah, what's up?
Agent Price.
You!
I really called you by name.
Sir, I'm talking to you! Sir, the fuck?
Called him by name and everything.
This is like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Just keep trying, Agent Montgomery. Our client considers Agent 47 and Olivia Hall as a serious threat. You can't underestimate them.
I never do, Joe. We'll find them. We're all in position.
Good. Report back to me if there's anything.
Don't worry.
You're gonna have...
hands over your head. Double tap. Bang! Before it kills more civilians!
Echo Fox dropped to November Zulu, over. Someone calling the public remote. Someone is hurt. Help!